Hello, hello. Is this working? I don't know. I'm really not sure. This is all very last minute. I see Mondoon in the chat. Can you hear me? I will wait for a second. It's working. Okay, cool. You might have got a little bit of a feedback there. Okay. All right. This was a choice from me today, I tell you. Yeah, I think I figured out why the echo's going. Hopefully. All right, so there's my desktop. So, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought maybe it would be a good idea after that video to just. Yeah, that's what I figured, Matt. Mondoon. I figured it'd be a good time just to, run a stream. We haven't done one of these in a while. And I've never done a stream where I've worked on audio assets for anything really. I've always been very hesitant to show any of my process just because it's very janky, just like everything I do. But yeah, whatever. Let's just try it. And actually, let me make sure. Can you hear? Do you got audio there from the from my DAW? Can you hear that? I should probably share a link to this in my Discord too, actually. Let me get rid of that. Let me drop a link somewhere else. Okay. The birdification process, indeed. Mondin, were you able to hear that synth thing happening? You hear? Okay, I see Heimdall says he hears. Jank is the most exciting way. I agree. I remember a long time ago telling another composer friend of mine that I didn't want to stream my stuff because I thought people would be like, oh, this guy's a fraud. But I think it's just we're all our own worst critics, Plus, another reason why I want to start streaming and doing this kind of thing more, I don't know. It's just I feel like sometimes I don't get my ideas out very clearly, especially in just conversations with people. Like I'm very cautious and calculated with what I say, and so I don't know. I think this would be good for me to do. But anyway, enough rambling. Let me let's see. I really don't have a plan. I know I want to do some sound effects, and I know. Let's see. Hang on a second. Let me bring up a list of things. I promise if I do this more often, I'll be more prepared. But just today is just a it's just a trial run. But how about that announcement of the memberships? That's kind of a big deal for us. Kind of happy about that. And again, like I said in the video, if you can't become a member, it's really not a big deal. It's just an extra way for the community to support if they want to, and if not, it's all good. We still appreciate you. All right, so here are the sound effects that I have in RPG A already. These are the folders. And actually, I realized that this isn't even in there. I have done some 8-bit stuff, and I think it's been shipped with the new sample template project, whatever that just got shipped. But I don't think this is in the official distribution, so that's my bad. We need to get on that. I don't know. What should I work on, guys? Should I do some combat stuff, creatures? I really like doing interface stuff, honestly. It's always very satisfying, and I need to keep which one am I? This one. Need to keep the stream up so I can actually see what you guys are saying. I know. While I'm excuse me, while I'm waiting for I don't know what. Let's see. I'll show you. This is a little behind the scenes. Here's my Patreon stuff. This is where people come in to get my songs. This is where they're all archived. But here's one folder. All these songs. This song 23 through 48. And we are officially up to song 202. That's fun. That's in the healer section. And now we've got this other section here. Same thing. We're up to 183 there, so shameless self-promotion. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to here. Jazzy interface, yes. Alright, so let's just see. I've got this, this is one of my favorite VSTs to use. Is called the Falcon, and it's actually got a bunch of libraries involved. So each one of these is its own library of sounds. I mean, it is just a ton of different things to pull from. But this one is specifically 8-bit stuff. So, and usually I'll just come and find a just find something that sounds cool by the name, and I'll just check it out. I mean, that by itself sounds good, but I don't want to just cheat and just use what they have. And as I go, let me know if I need to adjust my mic volume or the volume of the interface here, my DAW. Let's see. So interface stuff. Let's do press jump. Yeah, that's kind of cool, but let's see. Oh, that's oh, that's just nice just by itself there. Turn the decay down a bit. Yeah, I'm very likely to go quiet a couple times just because I'm thinking about what I'm doing. That's kind of nice, but let's change this sound. Honestly, I just kind of like that. Need the usual interface stuff. Yeah, what are the interface things, or what did, oops, that's the wrong one. What am I clicking on? What was I just about to do? I need to see, okay, let me come back here. Where was it? RGA, sound effects, 8-bit. So I've got some confirms. Let's do... I kind of like that just as like a cursor move, maybe. So let me do that. Okay, so go ahead and record. There we go. Move it over here. I have two screens, but I can only stream the one at a time here, or at least right now. So it all feels very claustrophobic for me right at the moment. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have never seen like a DAW like this, I mean, this is where you just have all the MIDI information, so I can click it all in like that. You know, I have a keyboard or a piano below my keyboard, so that's where I'm just playing on that. That's kind of a nice sound. Let me move on. I'm just playing that one little thing over and over again. Let me do something else. Plux. Nah. Nah, I don't like that. That's kind of cool. It's got some weird effect on it though, so let me take that delay off. And let me turn this verb down. That's kind of cool. Yep, I'm gonna do that. What was it? Nope. That's it. There we go. Alright, so this is what I just recorded. All these were garbage. That last one was good. There we go. I'm gonna snap it to the grid. There we go. That's pretty cool. Let me get rid of this little window. Alright, and I'm gonna just duplicate. I'm gonna go to a different input. See, the cool thing I like about this Falcon plugin is like this is its own little interface. Because normally, okay, I'm just kind of going on a rant here. So like here's another thing I've got, the chip synth. This is what I use to do all my Super Nintendo stuff. Very cool plugin. But see, I've got 8 different channels here set up, so that sound you were just hearing is this top one. That's the strings, and then if I wanted load something else in, let's see. I'll come here. Let's just grab horn 2. Whatever. This is just now it's popped in on channel 2, and then I come over here to channel 2. Actually, that sounds like it's got... No, I'm tripping. Why was I doing this? I don't remember, man. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. Just showing you guys some stuff. Like I said, it's just my process is very janky and oh, I guess I was showing you that because like this is a similar thing here. So I've got my channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, so now I can put something else here, and so on and so forth. I can just keep creating them, bing, 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 and then they're all automatically assigned to 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And let's see. Crispy Dream. That sounds cool. Huh. Yeah, that's cool. That's a bit too much. You know what? Actually, there's another one I want to use. Which one is it? Chip Sounds. This is another cool little plugin. This one's a bit more authentic, I guess. That's kind of a nice little sound. Let's do... What was it? What was it? There we go. I just wanted it kind of quick. Sorry, I'm going to clear my throat a lot. I got to stop doing that. Yeah, that's okay. That's not bad. Let me shrink the size of all of them down. Maybe make them a little quicker even. Huh. I like that. I also like the slower version. So I'll just do both, maybe. Put it over here. Maybe drop it an octave. Something like this. Yeah, there's a couple good sounds. Okay. Sure. And you know what I should do? I should do a lot of things, honestly. Let's start marking them. So, let me do a marker. What was this one? Let's call that one Whoop. Oops. Call this one what was this? Skibbidoop. And then let me move this over here. Call this one, I don't know, Atari 1 and 2. This my naming conventions. And let's see. Alright, so let's just keep on trucking. So let's do another one of these. No. That's kind of cool. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope. Oh, that's cool. That'll work. By the way, hopefully you can't hear my fan in the background. It's a hot day in Georgia. It is very warm, and so normally I would oh, why did I move that? That was wrong. Oops. Normally I would close the door and stuff just to keep outside noise from getting in, but it's hot, man. I just need the door open and the fan kicking. Yeah, I like that. Call this one what, like Moogle sound? That's what it reminds me of. It's like a Moogle. What else can I do? Yeah, I think it's probably just hot everywhere except for like Australia. I wonder if Ozzy's watching, but I doubt it. He's probably sleeping. Oh, I don't know, y'all. I mean, let's just do this. Yeah, don't drinking game. Drink every time I say I don't know. Actually, don't do that. That's a terrible idea. And if I'm drinking game, I mean drink juice. Hmm. That's almost like a talking sound, like when you got the dialogue progressing. I don't know, I'll do something with those. What's going on? Meowt. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. Meowt? I see you. Oh, why did I grab this? Yeah, it's just muggy, man. It's just that's the best way to describe it. Yeah, the humidity is way up. It's 94 out. I don't know what the humidity is, like 500%. That's what it feels like. Hey, thanks digital. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining everybody for the impromptu stream. Watch Bert fail at what he does for a living. There's an extra step to it of commentating. Um, let's grab Papu. I'm just grabbing random ones now because I just want this to be entertaining. Okay, I nailed it. Meowt. If that's how I said it before. Yeah, now I'm just grabbing random plugins just to play. Excuse me. Oh, thanks, digital. I appreciate it, man. It's been quite the journey getting here. It was I don't know. I definitely took a risk um, that I wouldn't recommend everybody doing, but it's paid off. I'm very thankful I did. And yeah, but yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Let's see with this one. Ooh, that's fun. I don't use this plugin much, so it's. I mean, generally making sound effects for me, it's a lot of this process of just grabbing something randomly and then just twisting knobs and pulling levers and seeing what you like. This one adds some noise. Actually, yeah, let's turn those off. Here's your classic like damage. All right, yeah, I gotta record that. Let's see. Oops, too fast. Let me see. Noise shift. Okay. So see, now that I recorded that, here is where I was pressing the keys, the green bars there, and then this is where I was turning those knobs. So if you don't nail it in the performance, then you can come back and just kind of like let's listen to this one. Yeah, that was a bit quick. So let me just delete that. And let me do a more gradual curve. Not quite what I want. And then you can even see if it retracts back. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'll do that. I'll keep that one. And so let me chop that. Keep that one. Let's come over here. Let's see what else we can do with this. Oops. What if I do the reverse direction? All right, let's do it a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe a little bit of a curve to there. Man, I just got a spot in my throat. I just can't clear it. And I think that happens to me every time I try to record a video, or I guess in this case do a live stream, but that's pretty cool. I like this. Let me drop it down an octave. That didn't do anything. Alright, I like that one. Chop that. Set it aside. Just do some variations of that. Because, yeah, when you find a sound, too, especially with, you know, doing some bulk stuff like this, when you find a sound you like, you can just create some variations and save yourself a little time. What do I do here? Actually, you know what? Here, let me try this. I'm going to bounce that sound, export. Oh, it's one-sided. Oh, is it just coming out one side? Oh, it is. Duh. Okay, I see. There we go. Yep. That sounds better. All right, so I'm going to bounce this, but I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to take this copy and let's tune it down. Transpose. That's pretty cool. Maybe layer them up over each other. I kind of like. Well, let me just keep going with this. Let's drop it down a lot. Let me slow it down. Speed it up. I don't know. It's interesting, but it's not. But it's like, so what? I want to do something with that. Okay, I kind of like that. That's different enough from this, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's like a good slash. Okay. And let's just do. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a punch. Punch or slash. Let's see. Actually, I think that's good for that little variation of sounds. Let's grab let me grab Papu again. Papu. Let's do. Let's see. There we go. And It's not doing what I was thinking. Oh, there we go. It's weird that's on that. I'm sorry. That's probably terrible on ears. I'm sorry. That one's kind of cool. We can do something with that. Okay. Let's take a look at that. And is this one? Whoop. Wait a second. What was that? Hang on. Where did it go? Where'd it go? I lost it. There's the sound I was looking for. Okay. Just that sounded cool. Huh. Oh, it does sound like the beams from... Yeah, you're right. Alright, it's just that one. So, but I need it to not be legato. That's too quick. I need to be a little slower. Yeah, that's cool. Extend this over. It's kind of giving me different sounds each time, which makes it difficult, but yeah, dude, Studio One, like I used to use what was it, Cubase? I used Cubase for a while. Actually, my first quote unquote DAW was Microsoft Sound Recorder, and I just had like a little microphone taped to the tower, you know, my computer tower, and I would hit record on that and run downstairs and play drums and run back upstairs and stop it. But that's how I got started. And then I moved up to Audacity because somebody at school told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing! I'm a professional now." And then I actually, with my band at the time, we played at our first paid gig, and then as soon as we got done with that and we got our paycheck, we ran out the door. We ran to Guitar Center and bought Cubase. And I don't remember why we chose Cubase necessarily. Maybe we had a demo or something, but that's what we got. And I used that for a while. And then I got another piece of gear that came, I mean, a couple of years later, something that came with a demo for Studio One version 2. And I tried it out just on a whim. I was just like, you know, I like Cubase, but let's just try it out. And dude, as soon as I tried it, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is way better. This is so much more intuitive, and so I immediately jumped ship and started learning Studio One. And that was like 10 years ago. I don't know. Whenever Studio One version 2 was out. This is version 6, but story time. Tangent. Let's see. Yeah, I know I'm just kind of getting sidetracked. I was initially going to do some interface sounds, and now I'm just kind of doing whatever. But hey, man, that's just what it's like when you're writing music. You kind of, I don't know, you just kind of mess around until you find something that sounds cool, and then you follow that for a while, and then you just keep on going. Did I do anything with this Crispy Dream sound? I did not, so I can change it. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I know I've been. I know I'm doing 8-bit stuff, but another feature that was added to RPGA recently was the weather effects. And I know I don't really have anything like rain sounds or city sounds in there, so I want to show you guys this. This is a really cool plugin I just got. Extreme Effects 2, and it's got all these different little situations and scenarios. So let's do nature weathers. I'm just having fun now. I'm just going on my little rabbit trails, but okay, so you got all these different categories here. See, these red ones are night sounds. We got rainy. We got sunny and tempest, right? And so I'm going to play on my keyboard. You'll see what I'm playing down here. Oops, I missed. I'm way down here. Oh, that's nice. It's just night crickets. There's a variation there. That's cool. Ah, here we go. So you might be saying, but Bert, isn't that cheating? I don't know why you guys have a British accent. I'm sorry. Well, so you can take that as a base, right? So it's this one right here that's popping up. I can click that. I can expand the range. And so now my whole keyboard is made up with that sample. The base sample is this red key. But now I can play it an octave higher. Where am I at? Or an octave lower. And you can take it and manipulate it. So that's generally what I like to do, is just kind of manipulate the bass sound. Add some reverb. Very nice. What else can I do here? If you want to go real crazy, you can like add. I don't know where you would use that, but that's kind of cool. And you know, you can. Oh, sorry, that got loud. I don't know, but it's kind of cool. And I'm gonna take a sample of that. Oh, let's see. Let's just do. Let's take a few seconds of that. All right. And then, let's see. Actually, what I like to do with these especially is just bounce down to the audio format, or the wave format, excuse me. So one thing with all video game audio, or most, I should say, you know, especially music, you want it to be loopable back on itself. With sound effects like this, you want it to be loopable back on itself. So up here, I've set up a loop range. I've just got it like hotkeyed to my mouse, actually. So I got a couple buttons on my mouse. I can just select, you know, whatever, and then hit one to select my range, hit another to enable the looping. But anyway, so you want it to be able to loop seamlessly, and I have a feeling this will not loop seamlessly. So let me start. Yeah, so you got that kind of, it dips down a little bit right here. So let me take it back that far. That's better, but you can hear after a while you'd be able to hear that loop pretty constantly, and it would get annoying. So really, let me remove this. I want a longer section to work with. Let's just go that far, I guess. Let me bounce it down again. You take off the front bit here. Let's see how this does. That was pretty good. Not bad. And I actually don't want to stop there with this one, so I'm going to bring the volume down on it just a little bit. I'm going to open this back up here. And let's add another one. Because I don't like to use, I mean, these sound effects are all so good, like you could just use them as they are, but I don't know. I kind of want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to change them up enough to where they're transformative. That's what I want to do. I want to, you know, put my own effort into it, not just. I would feel like I would just be stealing sound effects, you know, if I'm not doing something. So anyway, all right. So now I've got another instance of that. Let's set it to channel 2. And here, I'm going to come out here. Bring this guy back up. I kind of like that one. So let's do this. What's the last one? I didn't even... Nah, I like this one. Okay. Let's expand it. Actually, I'm just going to drag this down here. Or no, wait. Yeah, let's do... bounce that down. And then... Actually going to offset it there a little bit. Let's just see what this sounds like. Not quite what I was hoping, to be honest with you. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Duh. I know why. Where am I at? Where am I at? This is really hard without my second screen. Here, I'm just going to move this over here so you can't see it, but I'm... Okay. I just needed to be able to see. That's better. That's more what I was hoping for. And actually, I need that opening bit. See, when you have stuff like this, how it kind of crescendos up a little bit, that's going to be very noticeable when you loop back. Because if I come back over here to the end of the loop, it's like you have this full volume waveform going here, and then it's basically doing this. See, you're going from lots of information to nothing. So really, what I want to do is bring it over to about here. And if you kind of come in, you zoom in very closely, you want to get to one of these spots, like right here, where it's kind of crossing over in the center there. I think that's a good spot to start. And if I can get this side, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. Whoops, that went crazy. Nah, I'll just do this. I'll just do this. Okay. It's still not quite perfect, honestly. But since this is actually a windy sound, maybe I could get away with that. But you just have to have it kind of gradual on each side. Let me shrink this back down. Nope. Nope. This is the sound effects struggle. No, that ain't gonna work what I'm doing right now. Maybe, well, maybe if I go super extreme. Maybe if I go super extreme. And maybe if I just turn it down. Oh, wait, duh. I'm getting a double signal. This is playing back, and I'm hearing, oh, duh, okay. Yep. Alright, so. There we go. It did work like I wanted. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's alright. Hopefully this isn't boring. Like this is just what I do, man. Remember what I said at the top of this is like I've been very hesitant to show people my process because it's just a bunch of I don't know, let me try this. I don't know, let me try that. Hot weather. I got enough of that going on right now. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. I want and I clicked the wrong thing again. Cold weather. This one had some cool things I remember. Oops. Where am I? That still sounds... Oh, thanks, man. Well, okay, I'm glad it's interesting. Yeah, this one had some cool drones in it. Thanks, Matt. I'm glad it is interesting for people to see. For all the new people joining in or who I haven't seen join in, welcome. I'm just fumbling around making some sound effects. Ooh, that's nice. But what of these would go with? I think I want to do like that. I think probably that. Bounce it down. Let me just check and see if, oops, check and see if just this one works. There's a little bit of a, yeah, not quite. Oh, another technique you can do though. Let's see. Say I have this one. You can also do it with like weird droney sounds like that are actual notes. But the loop just isn't working, right? What you can do is kind of drag it over here and then have, because this this is a good transition, or not transition. This is natural right here, this little segment. So if I take this, throw it back at the front, and then I can just... Now I'm still going to get a little bit of weirdness here, but it might be masked by some other sounds. So let's just see. So you see that transition's fine, and now we get that weirdness in the middle of the sound. But if you have other things going on, sometimes it masks it. In this case it didn't. That's okay. So I'll just go even further with that technique. Let's do this. Oh, okay, let's do this. I'll take this sound. I'll reverse one of them. Where am I at? Reverse audio. And now I'll do a little crossfade right there. Do a little crossfade right there, and I can just I guess I can't extend it. Okay, that's all right. But this should work. All right, it worked there. I think what it is. Oh, I know. I know what I did wrong. Okay, so take this. I'm gonna extend it. Let's see. I think I need to extend this. Huh. That's weird. Okay, well, let me do this. Oh, now let's let me do it. That's weird. Eh, whatever. So I take a copy of this. I'm going to extend each side. Or just that side, actually. Because then I'm going to reverse it. And now I can drop it in here. And this side should be fine. Yep. And then this side, this is actually the bit I extended, right? This is my extended reach, or range. And so now I can crossfade these two a little better. And so now as this left side fades out, as this right side fades in, and you can adjust the length of time it does that, and that should be good. Yep. Make it even more drastic. Just actually less drastic was good. So yeah, so now with those three sounds, I can still hear this a little bit, honestly. And so you just gotta fine tune. You just gotta tweak. It's like it drops down in pitch. It's like high pitch here. Yeah, that's what's happening. So what I'm going to do in this case, oops, here's my little mixing board. I'm just going to turn this one down. Still in there. Because I can hear if I turn it off. If I turn it off, I notice that it's missing. But if it's this low, I don't hear that pitch change as drastically. I could probably bring it up just a little bit. That's not bad. Okay, I think I've spent enough time on this little rainy ambient sound. Let's do something completely different again. And by completely different, I mean what I was doing before. Let's see here. I just want to show you guys all this stuff. Honestly, that's like I'm just kind of like wanting to. Right now, I'm wanting to show off my toys. Okay, so this one's pretty cool. This one is. There's a few like specifically for sound effects. I've shown you a couple of them. This is another one called Whoosh, as you can see. But with this one, you can grab, or you can set like three, what am I doing here? Sources, there we go. You have three different textures, right? So we have a noise only. We have texture 1 and texture 2. And you can set the, I guess you'd say the amplitude or whatever. You can set how the wave functions, right? So this is what, you can just draw it in there. So that's pretty cool. And then you can mix it with these other two. So here's texture 2. Let me take this off solo. Actually, oops. There we go. And with texture 1 and 2, you can do, there's all these different sounds loaded in. So yeah, like clothing, we'll do that. And so it's like a clothing sample following this amplitude, right? And you could set how long it takes. You can adjust the frequency filter. So it's like if you want a low cut, and maybe not the best sample to show that off with, but bubble. I keep clicking off of it. They're kind of coming through quiet, so hopefully you guys can hear these okay, but see there it's getting pretty inaudible, but so you can set up, you know, the different samples, and then you can adjust, you know, the pan. So I'll throw this bubble to the left, and the noise thing is just in the center. Actually, let's throw this noise thing to the right. And then you can set another texture in there. So let's do, I don't know, pure wave. Oh, I need to set that one, so let's just do that. This is a terrible example, but you can do a lot of really cool things with it. And they come with some that are pre-made, obviously. I mean, that's just standard Ghost Truck. Let's see what Ghost Truck sounds like. So that's cool. So that's, let's do Firebolt. Ooh. That's cool. So that's like, the breakdown of it is, we got fire movement, so it's just this one. Layered up with rocks crumble. With this kind of wavelength amplitude, and then you got this Lorenz noise. So just a little extra impact at the end. And you can adjust like the, you can warp the envelope, so if you want it to be like, that was the word I was looking for, amplitude, envelope. The envelope of these samples happening. But if you want it to like kind of shift to the left or the right, you can do it up here. So it's, oh, let me do the whole thing. Where you slow it down. Pretty cool. Let me turn that Lorenz down. I don't know. I think it's neat. I've used this plugin. I can tweak out on this one for a long time. You know, you get a sound you like, and then you can set some reverb or delay on it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um, Lo-fi dreams. Yeah, I'm literally just like, I know I just said this, but I'm just wanting to show my friends my toys right now. So I apologize. Let's see. Let's do chillin'. That's nice. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of this plugin. I don't use it as much as some of the others, but it's pretty cool. I'll tell you one I grab a lot. Where is it? It's called Inner Dimensions Key Klasm Piano. I love the way this piano sounds. It's very nice. And you can adjust, just like everything, adjust all the little nuances. Like there's a sine layer happening if I hold the key down. That little resonance in the back behind the initial note. Maybe if I do a higher, you hear that? So you can turn that down a little bit. Sour. It's just nice. It's good fun. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. We've got some good little sound effects here. And really, I've only just shown you, for the most part, this one VST. Like, that's a problem that I have, a lot of composers have, is getting different VST plugins. Like all these over here, these are different interfaces I could use. Like this is the one that sounds like an old DOS DOS game or old PC games. Kind of. Bells. I do need more cowbell. It's pretty cool. I like this one. Oh, this one was fun. This is like the first plugin I had that did the for doing Super Nintendo sounds, and it's just fun just because this little interface here, so unnecessary. This is just this doesn't do anything, but the all the controls are down here. It's the there you go, Locke. More cowbell. Yeah, it's all good, man. I knew you were working today, so it's cool. Oh, that was a nice sound. Ooh, okay. Hang on. See, you just mess around and then you find something cool and then you record it. Oops, I missed. What was it? I think that's what I did. Yeah, there it is. I like that. It's not an 8-bit sound, but it's still cool. Yeah, that was a little off. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I think the rest of them probably can go. Actually, honestly, I think that was the best. This one here. Or, yeah. Yeah, exactly. A confirmation sound. I don't know why. I love doing the like UI stuff, and I think like I don't know. 8-bit stuff has never really been my strong point, but when I get into anything beyond that, like I get to having a lot of fun. So maybe that's why I was fumbling around with the 8-bit stuff at the beginning. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But this one's nice. This one's nice. I'll figure out which one I want to use later. Yeah, those are good. Let me mark this one. I forgot I should have been marking these. Confirmation Doots. Yeah, let me try to actually do some 8-bit stuff. Let me force myself into it. Alright, so let's do typical blip. Typical blip. That's nice. It's got too many effects on it to be like an authentic 8-bit. That's one thing. I like this plugin, but there's a lot of the presets. They have too many effects on them for, in my opinion, to be like authentic 8-bit stuff. But I know they're not. The plugin's not meant for authentic 8-bit games. It's more of just add that 8-bit sound to your techno pop song or whatever. But anyway. There we go. There we go. Up. Oops. Played the other one. Get on the other side of that. Yep, that's nice. Yep. I think that also falls under confirmation dudes. So I'm just going to leave it there. Let's duplicate. Let's do input 2. Let's grab another one of these guys. Let's do typical square. Yeah, again, too much verb. It's got some noise. I don't like that. There we go. Yeah, so with this plugin, I didn't really go over this before. You make sounds from the two different samples, right? So I've got number 1 is Sid and number 2 is Chips. I don't know what Sid stands for. Probably Sydney. I don't know. But you select, whichever sound you want on each one, so you can blend them. So this one is using noise. You can turn it on or off. That's interesting. But then, whatever you get the sounds you want here, you can adjust amplitude of one, amplitude of the other, or amplitude of both. That is interesting. What is it doing on me? Something with Sid. Oh, you know what it's doing? It's this is it. Yep, it was changing pitch everywhere. So you can enable these different effects. So it's changing pitch, the depth. So I'm hitting the same key over and over again. You can see down here. It's changing pitch on me. I don't like that in this particular instance. So there we go. All right, so now let's do, however, if I can, thinking, okay. Pitch for Sid's, I do want this one. Maybe there. Okay. Let's get some cancel sounds. I don't think I had any of those. Or error. It's more of an error than a cancel. And I need it to be a bit more staccato. It's not doing what I wanted. Alright, I could just do... That's what I'm trying to get. There we go. There we go. Yep. I don't know. There's something cool in there. I should probably rename this file to RPGA live stream sound effects. Okay. Here's my attention getting pulled away again. You want to see something crazy? All right, let's just do this. Open. This is my songs folder. This is where all the all my project files, whenever I start a new one, for my Patreon, for commissions, for RPGA, whatever it may be, they come here. Now, granted, this is going back to 2022, some of these, but each one of these folders is at least one song idea. I'm just going to scroll. And I'm still scrolling. And I'm still scrolling. And I've backed up this folder several times in the past couple of years to where I backed it up and then removed it from my hard drive. I'm still going. It's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot, and then some of them, some of these have multiple songs in them. So, hey, let's open up RPG Architect. Here's a bunch of sound effects. The initial, when I first was doing my sound effects blitz right before launch, that was these. I don't know. I just thought that was. I just wanted to show you guys. It's like I probably start a new song file almost every day. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all want to check out a song that I did recently? I can just play that. I can show you some of the. You can look at it in. Come on, Bert, spit it out. You can look at it in its original form. This was one I did for Patreon recently. If you are a subscriber, patreon.com/bitbybitsound, shameless plug. Hopefully it's not going to be too loud. I'm going to assume it's not too loud. If it is, I'm sorry. Just adjust your volume accordingly. But And then it loops back to the top. So yeah, I don't know. I figured I was probably gonna end off here pretty not too long from now, but I thought it might be fun just to go through a couple of these songs. But you can see some of the like individual elements, like what's this one? This one is just a fun little rhythm there. You know, you might not hear it in the first listen, but now you can hear the element itself. And then this was I had to bounce this one down because sometimes with some of these plugins they use too much of the processing power. When am I going to spawn some bird links to do my birding? Working on it. But yeah, this one here, I think it was this guy. Yeah. It's just kind of like a cool little sequence there. That's really pulling a lot of the weight. I don't know if you guys have heard the 80-20 rule, where it's like 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. That definitely applies with music. Like, at least the way I approach it, you can find some really cool sounds that will kind of carry the weight of most of the composition. You know, and even if you do like a rough sketch through it, like say you just had a string line and you had a nice progression, and then you had a good idea for something that it could lead into, and then so on, and you just get your string line to get a good structure just based on that. I mean, that's your 20% right there. That's where you can get the 80% of your results from. That one string line might be the it's the foundation that you build the rest off of it. If that makes sense. I don't know. And actually, I think this song, what started it was actually this sound. I just like, yeah, because you can see over here, if you ever look at my project files, there's always junk on each side of the song itself, because it's where I was, messing around with something and then something clicked and I liked it. And then on the right side tends to be stuff I tried and I didn't like it, so I just grabbed it and threw it over. Or, I think this is just a spare. I don't know. You'll see that if you see any of my other project files, it tends to be like that. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys a track or two. I'll show you one more, and then I think maybe I'll end it off. It's been almost an hour and a half. I appreciate you hanging out and watching and like just seeing me fumble through stuff. I'll probably try to do this more often if you guys would like. I don't know. Let me know. Has this been entertaining to you guys? Has it been a hot mess? Let's see. I don't know if that one's finished. What would be a good one to play? I don't know. I don't remember. Oops. This is the one we just listened to. Hot Entertaining Catastrophe. Yep. Faux show. I'm just looking at my list here to see if it jogs my memory which file, because I would like to show you guys in Studio One so I can open up some of the or I can solo out some of the tracks. Weekend Ruins we just listened to. No, not that one. Okay, it was this one. That one was okay. Alright, we'll do this one. We'll do this one. This is what, this was the big one I did for the 200th song for my healer tier on Patreon. I hit that a couple weeks ago, and I was super excited that I had made it to that threshold, and so I tried to make a big epic song. It's loading right now. It's here we go. I actually don't remember what this sounded like, believe it or not. It was only a couple weeks ago and I already forget. Oh yeah, a little drum fade in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I forgot I shared that in Discord. So you guys probably already heard that, but Mondoon, thanks for the $2 super chat. Thanks for the vibes, dude. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end off here. I'll mention again, as per the special announcement video, we now have memberships available here on YouTube. If you're able to and you would like to join there, you know, it's just an extra way to support the channel, to support RPGA, to support each of us who are, you know, putting the time in. If you can't, no worries, totally cool. You know, if you just, I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat right now. Even if it's just like spreading the word about RPGA, I mean that's more than enough support. Yeah, if only, dude. If only we got the super chats. But yeah, like I said, you know, if you can't join, don't worry about it. It's cool. We're just throwing it out there as an option. It was given to us. We reached the threshold on YouTube. And so we're just trying it out. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today this dumpster fire of a stream that I've put together. I will try to be doing it more, and hopefully I'll be a bit more organized and just, you know, just get more used to it. It's just a skill, just like anything else, and you just get used to it. So if you did enjoy the songs, I'm going to go ahead and do another shameless promotion, and you would like to support me, bitbybitsound or patreon.com/bitbybitsound, or you can go to my website, bitbybitsound.com. If not, it's all good, but you know, I got the $3 tier is for healers. You get that song, that first song I played, plus like 200 others. For the warrior tier, you get 2 songs a week. There's just a lot of music, man. Like I was showing you guys at the top. Do I have it open here? Ice Drive, supporters. Yeah, I mean, you get song packs, you get tons of songs in each of these folders. Lots of styles. Just a lot of music. You guys get the point. That's a lot of music. And it helps me out greatly. But if you can't, again, no worries. I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, I mean, I think that's probably it for today, y'all. I could keep going, but I don't want to bore you. Plus, I do need to work on a Patreon song for Wednesday. I adjusted my upload schedule, so I need to get something together for Wednesday. Yeah, it's true. What Locke said. I finally got a lock. What Locke said. I finally have a lock for my outhouse. I'm looking to get some indoor lighting. Maybe replace some of the floorboards. Just a poor Georgia boy in the outhouse. Let's see. I keep saying I'm gonna leave, and then I just want to hang out a little longer. I don't know what's going on with y'all. Anything new? Turkagerbs. Undertale style. Which one was this? I'm playing another song. Okay, I shouldn't play this, actually. That's definitely not finished. I'm sorry. That was a teaser. I'm going to embarrass myself. Oh, yeah? You're working on a map? That's cool. How far along are you in your project, do you think? Still early stages? DuckTales style. Dude, I wish I could make DuckTales style music. I wish I was that good. You know what I found out like 2 days ago? There was a DuckTales 2 on the NES. I had no idea, and it's like it's exactly like the first one. I mean, it's a new game, but it it kind of blew my mind because it's such an iconic game from the NES, and it had a sequel that nobody talks about. So yeah, I don't know. Was it on the Mega Man 2 engine? Okay, honestly, that makes sense that it was on the same engine because it's it was Capcom and it was awesome. Yeah, Heimdall, I've actually been trying to do art recently myself. I've been slacking the past few days. Um, but I've been trying to get better at my arting. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you could jump along plungers. I don't know. I remember playing the first DuckTales as a kid. The neighbor they had it, and so I would go over there and play it. Um, I never had it though, but I played it a bit because it was awesome. I'm just looking at my files, seeing if there's anything else cool I want to show you guys or play. Spacey hip hop. I've actually been putting together. Okay, so I wanted to put together a like horror music song pack. And so I've been going through and finding a lot of tracks that I had already made that are in that style and setting them to the side. And then I've been finding a lot of other ones that I just didn't finish that were like pretty close to done. And I'm actually surprised how many horror songs I've done. Like actually here's a couple right here. I've got it says Patreon, but it doesn't say Mixdown, so I didn't actually release this one. Y'all are hearing it here first. Unreleased track. Well, it actually depends on how far along it is if I'm going to play it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there was a bit there. It's going to be spooky. So far, pretty cool. Oh, do you not hear it? It might just be too low. It's it's very ambient. Okay. Yeah. I see why I didn't release that one yet. not quite, not quite enough going on there for my taste, but it's something. Yeah, it doesn't. Horror games, they don't have to be like real crazy. You can just do some atmosphere like that, and it's pretty effective. On the flip side, see if I can find it. This is one I do remember I did release on the other end of the spectrum of something actually happening. Let me make sure. Oops. Make sure it's not too loud. This one will definitely be louder. So if you cranked up the volume for that last one, you might want to turn it back down a little bit, maybe. But I'm going to play it now. Yeah, exactly. Pretty cool. I like that one. I picked, like, when I wrote it, I thought it was, I titled it Mr. X in the file at least. I didn't call it that when I released it, but I think I had just played the Resident Evil 2 remake, and so I was picturing like when he's chasing you. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But anyway, yeah. So I've been working on getting together a horror music song pack. And honestly, it should be mostly together here. What am I opening that for? That's not what I want. I want this one. Products, survival horror music. Yeah, I've got this many songs that I've set aside. So if you are a Patreon member, which I know a couple of you in particular are, um, you'll already have a handful of these are going to be ones that you already had access to, and some of them are going to be new. So that's fun. But anyway, okay, I think I really am going to end it off this time. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support this past year, helping us get to that. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Let me go to the channel here. Yeah, we're at 907. Um, yeah, really, the support's been awesome. I've done a lot of YouTube channels in my time, and this is the first time we've ever made it to this point to where you can have memberships or super chats or anything like that. Like, this is by far the most successful YouTube channel I've ever been a part of. So just thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting, liking, all the things. Thank you for sharing. And again, if you want to support what we're doing, You can join, become a member, or super chats are great. Or if you want us to support me directly, patreon.com/bitbybitsound. That's this guy here. And you get tons of music, tons of sound effects, all the things. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it to there, you guys. Thank you again for hanging out today. This was a lot of fun. I want to do this again. I'm glad you guys enjoyed and it wasn't a total train wreck. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your week, a great afternoon, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, I gotta say the thing. You have been amazing. I have been Bert, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.